Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Vinyasa 1. Today, Taylor and Hobbs are joining us. Sherlock is the princess sitting on the couch in the back. But yeah, so we've got a Vinyasa 1 class today. It's going to be pretty chill. We're going to do hip opening today. So we'll have plenty of active postures to work into our hips, but then plenty of deeper stretches so we can hopefully really notice a difference in our hips at the end of class. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I think that's it. There's a tiny fledgling robin in our front lawn that Taylor found yesterday. And so if you hear the little chirp chirp, that's that little baby teeny tiny robin. And its parents keep swooping down. So hopefully, I feel like you might be able to see it actually on the video. But I don't know. Keep an eye out for swooping birds. They're just feeding their tiny babies. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, have a black. If you have a black handy, that's going to be super helpful. Or a book or a pillow, anything like that, it'll be helpful. All right, so let's get started in Supta Baddha Konasana, where we'll bring the soles of our feet together, let our knees go off to the sides, and relax back on your back. Listening to the peaceful sounds of the airplanes. Starting here so that we can already get our hips a little bit warming up to the idea of warming up to the idea of opening. That's the phrase. So let your knees be heavy, let your arms be heavy. See if you can feel that kind of gentle blanket of gravity over the body, feeling the hips open even more. Give yourself like 4 deep breaths here to get started. Filling the lungs completely, holding at the top, and slow exhale. One more breath. Beautiful. So as always, stay here as long as you'd like. If you want to meet up with us later, you are very welcome to. But if you're ready to find some movement, let's slowly start to draw our knees to touch at center. We'll walk the soles of our feet out to the width of our mat. And then we'll draw our knees to touch at center. So we're getting that neutralizing feeling in the low back, taking some of the curve out of the lumbar spine. Cool. Take an inhale. Exhale, both knees fall to the left. Start to feel a little bit of an opening, maybe on the outside of that right hip, and then let's swap to the other side. Let the knees fall over to the right. We'll do one more each side, knees to the left, knees to the right. Awesome, and then we'll bring knees back to center. Cool. Keep that left foot planted, and we're going to cross our right ankle over our left knee, making that upside down number 4 shape with our legs. And then here you can either press that right knee away from you, start to open up that right hip, or if you want something a little more intense, you might hug that left thigh into the chest, keeping the right ankle nice and flexed as we stretch the right glute, start to open up that right hip. We're not going to be here too long. We're mostly here just to see what the state of the hips are. See if we can notice the restriction in the right glutes. Pull that left knee in closer if you need to feel more. Hug around the shin instead of the hamstrings, maybe. Yeah. Awesome. Give it another breath. And exhale. Let's float the left foot down onto the mat. All right. Keep that right ankle glued to the left knee. Take an inhale. On your exhale, let the left knee fall over to the left and let the right foot come down onto the ground. So that right knee is kind of pointed up here. You might tee the right arm out to the right. And then left hand might come to right knee. And you can just kind of control that right knee. Try pulling it down, like towards the ground, towards your chest. See how it feels. Or start to push it away from you. We're just kind of noticing what's going on in the right hip joint. That's what we're looking for. Just mobilizing a little bit. Awesome. All right, go ahead and keep that right ankle glued to the left knee and slowly bring the left knee back up to center, and let's swap it out. So right foot comes down, cross left ankle over right knee, and then either press your left knee away from you or hug right thigh into the chest. Ooh. Awesome. Maybe rocking back and forth, just seeing what feels good. Again, just trying to notice what's going on that left hip, right? Check in. Notice where the restriction is, if there is any. Maybe you just have super open, flexy hips today. Awesome. Yes, okay. Do another couple breaths. All right, take an inhale. And exhale, float that right foot down onto the mat. Keep left ankle glued to right knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee and left foot come to the ground on the right side. Left knee is kind of pointed up towards the ceiling. We'll tee the left arm out to the left. So it's like a little bit of a twist, but more so we're looking for a left hip stretch. So maybe use that right hand on the left knee. Just kind of ease the knee in, press the knee out. Pausing if you hit a good spot. Awesome. So as usual, my left hip is much tighter than my right. Just kind of noticing that. Beautiful. All right, one more breath. And we'll slowly bring that right knee back up. Yeah. And let's hug both knees into the chest. Uncross that left ankle. Hugging both knees in, we'll just start to rock left and right. Stay here if it's feeling awesome, or find happy baby, shining the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, holding on to pinky edges of the feet. And just rocking back and forth, maybe playing with extending one leg while you bend the other knee. Just whatever feels good. Continue to open the hips up. Awesome. All right, big inhale. And exhale, bring the knees back into the chest. Now we're going to start to rock north and south along the length of our spine. Eventually, let that bring you all the way up to seated. And we're going to hang out here for just a sec. All right, so we started class with Supta Baddha Konasana. Now we're just doing Baddha Konasana. So we'll bring soles of the feet together, let the knees come off to the sides. You can hold on to your ankles here. We'll inhale, lift the chest. Stay seated up tall if that's feeling awesome, or maybe you start to lean forward a little bit. Maybe with hands still on the feet, maybe starting to crawl the arms forward. Just whatever sounds nice. We're not going to be here too long. Just a little bit more of a direct hip opener here. Awesome. This actually feels great. All right. Let's give it another breath. And then slowly inhale your way back up to seated. Awesome. All right, we're going to swing our legs back behind us. Let's come into tabletop position. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we'll find some cat-cows to start warming up the spine a little bit more. So we'll inhale, tip the tailbone up, drop the belly, shine the chest forward in cow. Exhale, tip the tailbone down, wave through the spine, arch the back, drop the head in cat. So inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Think stretching the back body and cat. Find space along the spine. And then when you drop the belly for cow, think stretching the abdominals. Find space in the front body. Add in your organic movement you want as you flow in and out of these postures. Awesome, y'all. Let's give it another couple breaths. And come back to a nice neutral spine tabletop after that second exhale. Awesome. All right, from here, we're going to start to extend our right leg back behind us and then bend the right knee so you're making like a 90-degree angle with your knee. Yeah, imagine there's like a block on that right foot, so that right foot is nice and flexed too. Okay, just start to pulse that right heel up a little bit. Nothing crazy, just pulsing it up, starting to wake up the glutes a little bit. Take another inhale. Exhale, we're going to swing our right knee to hover next to the left, but not quite touching the mat. And then inhale, bring that right knee directly out to the right like you're a dog at a fire hydrant. Okay, try lifting the knee up a little bit higher. And on your next exhale, swing that right leg slowly down to hover next to the left. Inhale, bring it back out to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right, the highest it's gone so far. And pause here. All right, lift it a little bit higher. And exhale, right knee comes all the way down to the mat. All right, same thing on the other side. So we'll extend our left leg back behind us, bend the left knee. Nice flex left ankle. Then start to pulse that left heel up towards the ceiling. Just like a few inches up and down, up and down. Yeah, thanks. Okay, another inhale. Exhale, swing that left knee down to hover next to the right. And let's bring it out to the left. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, slowly bring it in to hover next to the right. Inhale, bring it out to the left. Exhale, next to the right. Inhale, out to the left and hold. The highest it's been so far. Bring it a little bit higher. And then exhale, knee comes to the mat. Yeah. All right, from here, tuck your toes, take an inhale. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog, stretching those glutes out. So try bending one knee, then the other. Kind of imagine like wagging a tail back and forth, stretching into those hips. Awesome. All right, inhale, look forward. Exhale, shift forward to high plank. Stay here if you like, or drop your knees at any point. All right, reach the crown of the head forward, heels back. Big inhale. Exhale, we'll all drop our knees to the mat, untuck the toes. Lower torso slowly to the mat, keeping the elbows pointed behind you as you do it. All right, palms are under the shoulders, glue the tops of your feet to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest for baby cobra. Little to no weight in the palms. You can keep your gaze down if that's comfortable, just so that your spine stays long. Inhale, lift the chest a little higher. And exhale, float the chest back down. All right, tuck the toes, bring just your knees up off the mat. Imagine your body's one flat board. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the earth away, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Hobbs is a little prince on his poop. Oh, y'all can't see him. Sorry, team. All right, inhale, look forward. Exhale, take tiny pony hoop steps to come to the front of your mat for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a root into the feet, take soft knees. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Cool, give yourself a couple breaths. Really root down into your mat. Take a micro bend in your knees to engage the muscles of the legs. Draw lower belly in. Draw pelvic floor up. Open up the shoulder blades. Yeah, and then draw them together. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms come to the earth. Step or hop back into plank. Pause here for a breath. On your exhale, either lower all the way to your belly like we did, or come to chaturanga halfway and pause. Flip the toes. Inhale, peel the heart through and up. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Yes. Yoga dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the front of your mat for a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up. Exhale, palms come to heart center. We just got 2 breaths. Stay strong in the legs, though. Stay warm in your core. Draw the lower belly in. It'll help you out on the fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms come to the earth. Step or hop back into plank. Carry your exhale down to belly or chaturanga. Inhale, peel the heart through and up. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Yes. See if we can bring the tailbone up a little higher. Bring the sit bones back a little further. See if you can slide your shoulder blades up towards your tailbone. Yeah. All right, spike the heels really high, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Keep the arms lifted. Exhale, sit back in a chair pose. Beautiful. All right, take an inhale and chair. See if you can lift all 10 of your toes. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms come to the earth. This time, step just your left toes back for a lunge. We're in runner's lunge here. Right knee stacked over right ankle. We're up on the ball of our left foot. Yeah, cool. All right, root into the legs. Inhale, lift the arms. Crescent lunge. Gorgeous. See if you can clock that right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Palms come to the earth. Step right foot back to meet the left in plank. Take an optional flow if you're digging it, or skip it and meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up into the sky, 3-legged dog. On your exhale, carefully bring left foot to the front of the mat. Runner's lunge, left knee stacked over left ankle. Really strong legs here. Inhale, lift, crescent lunge. Yes. Big inhale. Exhale, look down. Hands come to the mat. Root into left foot. We're going to step our right foot forward to meet the left in a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a deep bend in the knees. Belly comes to thighs. Inhale, lift up to chair pose. So weights in the heels here. See if we can bring our hips back a little bit. See if we can bring our ribs out from our waist a little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right toes to the back of your mat this time. Runner's lunge to start. Awesome. So left knee is stacked over left ankle. We're going to keep our right palm planted on the mat or on a block if we've got one. And inhale, peel left fingertips up. Yeah, rotated, extended side angle. Think really open wingspan here. Imagine shining your chest up towards the ceiling. I don't think that's possible, but imagine it. Yeah, imagine flashing the airplane. Big inhale. Exhale, look down, palms come to the earth. Step left foot back to meet the right in plank. Take an optional flow or meet us in downward facing dog. Amazing. Inhale, right leg lifts up into the sky. Exhale, let's bring it forward, runner's lunge. All right, keep left palm planted on block or mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Rotated, extended side angle. Long wingspan. Yes. Nice, y'all. All right, lift a little higher, big inhale. Exhale, look down. Right hand comes to the mat. Root into right foot. Step left foot forward to meet the right in a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deepen in the knees. Belly comes to thighs. Inhale, chair pose. Draw your lower belly in here. Take an inhale. This time on the exhale, press the earth away. Come up to stand. Whoo. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms come to heart center. I'm getting sweaty now. Catch your breath. I'm going to take a sip of water. It's very humid on a front porch in Austin today, y'all. It like really wants to rain, but it's not raining yet. Okay. All right, team. Here we go. Root back at the front of your mat. Make sure your feet are under your hip bones. So about 6 inches apart, really. Nice and stable. All right. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, we're going to bring palms to heart center. We're going to start to sit into our hips, but not very far. Not like a chair. It's more like a bar stool. Really root into right leg. We're going to lift our left knee up, flex left foot, cross left ankle over right knee, and then sit into your hips. So one-legged chair pose, Ekapada Utkatasana. So this is like what we did on our backs at the beginning of class, but it's standing. Much harder now. Sit the hips back. Keep flexing that left foot. We got it. Yes. Feeling that hip opener on the left hip. All right, nice and slow. We're going to start to inhale, stand up out of this, lift that left knee up and forward. Exhale, step the left foot way back at the back of the mat. Open up to the long left side of your mat. Toes are going to point out, heels are going to come in. We'll reach our arms up, take an inhale in this capital X pose. Exhale, start bending into your knees, bend into your elbows, goddess pose. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. Exhale, goddess pose. Look for a lot of 90-degree angles in the hips, knees, elbows. Inhale up. This time, keep the arms lifted. Exhale, find your goddess legs. And then we're going to start to reach forward. Try to bring your spine parallel with the earth. Yeah. That's a nice hip opener. Keep breathing. All right, another big inhale. Exhale, carefully start to bring your hands to the mat. We're going to start to straighten out the legs, pivot on the heels so that toes come in a little bit. That just helps for balance. So wide-legged forward fold, however you need it, however feels good. Maybe widen the stance, maybe shorten it. If you're feeling stable and comfortable here, try shifting your hips over to the left and then over to the right, just like you're wagging your tail. It's a nice way to kind of help get like a little subtle hip stretch, but also get into the hamstrings a little bit. Awesome. Ba-da-ba-ba. All right. We're going to come back to center. Give yourself a breath here. And we're going to start to walk our palms towards our right foot at the front of the mat till we come into a runner's lunge. All right, so from runner's lunge, so keep that left palm planted. We're going to start to heel toe our right foot out to the right edge of the mat. Pivot on your heels so that toes point out to the right, and then come onto the pinky edge of the left foot so all 10 of our toes are pointed to the right now. Reach that right arm up. Yeah, take an inhale here. On your exhale, start to dip your hips down, start to reach your right fingertips back towards your left foot. Yeah, inhale, lift the hips in the right arm. And exhale, dip the hips, reach back. One more, just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, dip the hips, reach back. Whoo, inhale up. Exhale, right hand comes down. And we'll come back into our runner's lunge. Ooh, my left wrist did not dig that. No. Roll out that left wrist a little bit. All right, then we'll bring both palms inside the right foot. Heel toe the right foot again, out to the right edge of the mat. We're going to drop the back knee and untuck the toes. So we're going to play with lizard pose. Maybe hang here. This is feeling awesome. I'm going to go a little further for my right hip. Bring my right hand to my right knee and just kind of ease it out. Probably won't be here long because this left wrist is not digging it. Nice. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it feels really good on my hips though. So theoretically, we're opening our right hip and we're opening our left hip flexors, those muscles on the front of the left hip. All right. All right, we'll go ahead and bring that right knee in, lock it in. We'll tuck the left toes, bring the left knee up off the mat, runner's lunge. Plant both palms, step the right foot back to meet the left in plank. If you'd like a flow, please take it. Otherwise, skip it. Meet us in down dog. All right. Spike the heels up, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, palms come to heart center. As you do that, start to bend into your knees just a little bit like you're sitting in a bar stool. Let's try the other side. So we'll really root into our left leg this time. When you're ready, cross right ankle over left knee. Sit deeper into your hips. One-legged chair pose. Flex right ankle. Nice. My face is like actively pouring sweat now. I think there's like a strict 20-minute time limit, and that's when it turns on. All right, inhale, start to stand up out of this. Bring that right knee up and forward. Exhale, step the right foot way back at the back of the mat. Pivot so that toes face the, like point towards the short ends, heels come in. Reach the arms up, capital X pose. Exhale, goddess pose, 90-degree angles. Inhale, we'll stand back out of it. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, stand up. Keep the arms straight this time. Exhale, bend the knees for goddess legs. And then reach the hands forward. Think flat back, parallel with the earth. Let's do 2 more breaths. Oh, we look very strong in the video, though.
You don't feel strong.
Big inhale. Exhale carefully. Hands come down. Let's pivot on the feet. Toes in. Heels out. Awesome. Whew. So hang out in wide-legged forward fold for a sec. You bending one knee, then the other, or just shifting hips back and forth. Maybe just heavy, heavy torso. All right, one more big breath. Getting whatever we need out of this one. Start to walk the hands towards the left foot. Runner's lunge at the front of the mat. All right, start to heel toe that left foot out to the left edge of the mat. Pivot so toes point to the left. Come onto the pinky edge of the right foot. Left arm reaches up. All right, inhale here, lift the hips. Exhale, dip the hips down, reach back. Inhale up. Exhale, reach back. This is a side plank variation, horizon side plank. Inhale, last one. Exhale, dip the hips, reach back. Inhale, up. Exhale, left palm comes down inside of the left foot. So you can keep that left foot out to the left edge of the mat. And then we'll drop that back knee and untuck the toes. So we're back in that lizard pose. See what you want. Stay here. Or kind of come onto that pinky edge of the left foot. Ease that knee out. Big inhale. Exhale, start to bring our hands back down to the mat. We'll heel toe that left foot in towards center. Tuck the back toes, bring the right knee up off the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right in plank. If you'd like to flow, go for it. Otherwise, meet us in down dog. From here, we're going to inhale, lift our right leg up into the sky. Exhale, we're going to bend our right knee. Bring our right knee towards our right wrist, right ankle towards our left wrist. Half pigeon pose. So we'll start to reach that left leg back. Look back, make sure that your left toes point directly back, not sickling in or out. Awesome. We'll bring hands on either side of our hips if we can. Level them out. If you feel yourself slumping, try to bring that block under that right hip. Whew. And then once you feel pretty even, maybe you decide to come forward onto forearms or extending your arms long. So you can get a little heavier in the hips. Release the belly. I do not do this pose enough. I love this pose so much. All right, let's give it another breath. All right, if we lowered down, let's start to come back up onto our palms. We're going to tuck our left toes, bring our left knee up off the mat. Really press into hands as we lift the right leg up into the sky, three-legged dog, and then right foot comes down. Yes. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, left knee to left wrist, left ankle towards right wrist. And go ahead and lower body down, right? So level out the hips first. Ooh, yeah. And then stay up tall, or maybe lower to forearms, or all the way flat. I'm having a harder time staying balanced this time. Awesome. See if you can relax between the shoulder blades. Couple more breaths. Yeah. So those of us that lowered down, let's go ahead and come back up onto our palms. Nice and slow. Let's start to tuck our right toes, bring our right knee up off the mat. Press into palms to lift left leg up into the sky. And exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk the feet out to the width of the mat. Press into your palms without moving hands or feet. Reach your chest back between the legs. Just wide-legged down dog. Stretch out the hips a little bit more. Nice big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and bend the knees. Knees to the mat, hips to heels. Child's pose. Awesome. Take a couple breaths here. Oh man, breeze feels really nice. And slowly we'll inhale, come up to seated just for a second. So if you had your block, find it. We're going to bring it close by and use it in a sec. Let's swing our legs out in front of us and then relax back on our backs. So we'll do one of my favorite hip openers, partially my favorite because I get to lay down. We'll bend our knees, plant the soles of your feet on the mat. Walk your heels in towards your hips. Root into your heels. Inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, grab your block and slide it under your sacrum, that broad bone in the low back. So your butt, your hips should feel really supportive or supported. If it's feeling twingy at all in the low back, try moving it down towards the tailbone a little further. So this is supported bridge pose. It's like my favorite thing in the world. Check in with the height of your block. Decide what side you want it on. Do you want it low on its broad side, or middle on its skinny side, long skinny side, or tall? I usually put it in the middle. So if you're loving this, stay here as long as you want. If you want to add in a little bit of a hip opener, keep your left foot planted. And then cross your right ankle behind the left ankle. So your right foot is going to stay down on the mat, and your right knee is going to fall out to the right. Yeah. So this is a good stretch for the hip flexors, for the adductors. If you need more out of this, you can take your left hand, reach down and grab your right toes. Yeah. Another option if you want to add to this is start to draw your left knee in towards your chest and catch it with your right palm. That might be too crazy. Yeah. And then if you're somehow still not feeling anything here, come out of the pose and just bring your block to a higher height so your hips are further up off the ground. Awesome. We'll give it a couple breaths here. If you've got a hold on that right foot, go ahead and release it, and we'll slowly uncross the right ankle, plant both feet on the mat. Check in with your block, check in with your low back, make sure everything's still feeling good, make any adjustments you need. And then let's try the other side. So keep that right foot planted, cross the left ankle behind the right ankle, left knee falls out to the left. And then see what you need. Maybe this hip behaves quite a bit differently. Maybe you do choose to grab onto those toes with the right hand. Maybe you grab the right knee with the left hand.
I don't even know how this is working.
Nice. Got a couple more breaths. Or a few more breaths. Maybe. Oh. Nice big inhale, y'all. Exhale, go ahead and release the grip on your toes if you got it. And then uncross the leg, plant both feet on the mat. Give yourself another breath or two in supported bridge. Nice. And so we're just going to start to make our way into our Shavasana. If this is where you want to be for the next like 4 to 8 breaths, just stay here. But if you want to ease out of it, go ahead and root into your heels, lift the hips up like a ½ inch so you can slide that block out from under you. Maybe a windshield wiper, the knees back and forth, loosen up the low back a little bit. And then take your time, just kind of easing into whatever final pose feels nice. Maybe it's Shavasana, legs and arms long along the mat. Maybe you end class the way we started in that hip opener, that Supta Baddha Konasana, whatever you want. Find somewhere where you can spend at least 4 deep breaths. Thank y'all so much for joining in today. Hope the body feels better, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste. Awesome! Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Taylor. Thanks, Hobbs.
Yeah.
Hobbs was really good. He was napping for the end of it. He's so cute. All right, y'all. Thank you. Any donations received today are going to go to Red Beans and Ricely Yours, the organization in Austin. I think it's actually a family in Austin that gives out 44 meals, full meals, including red beans and rice every Sunday to folks in Austin who need it. So yeah, my Instagram is Pride Wellness ATX. I think that's all the information you need. I hope you have a wonderful week, y'all. Bye. Roosters.